Back to relationships, part three. What I'm trying to explain here to you is that if you're interested in having a quality relationship, the one that you don't really have too much control over is the government, because it's a one-sided street with them people. Because the administration that's in there, I refer to it as they the people, not we the people. Because if it was we the people, if you could look at it really closely and you try to determine, look at it, how many of these statistics that they come up with, or stat that tells like 90% of the people that say don't like the war. Okay, if it's 90% of people don't like the war, or if the percentage is higher than what the thing is that if that's the case, why are we in war? If 50 or 55% don't like the war, then since the majority of the so-called democracy system, which is not a reality, is not democracy, it's based on capitalism, dictatorship, a totalitarian form of government. Now, if you look up in the dictionary of communism, it refers to everybody has the general wealth, everybody is equal. But if you have any of these with dictatorship in it, then it's totalitarian form of government. And I believe that when the money comes to the power, it's what makes people move, it's what makes people have incentive, and it creates what people lie about and deceive on each other about so they can achieve that so-called green god. Now, if you want to achieve that green god out there and chase it around, try to accumulate as much as you have by working an honest life. Perhaps you're a single mom, single parent, or even if you're in a household with two parents. The thing is that your parents are trying to chase around and get all this green money so they can think that they can provide the best quality care for you as a child. But here's the thing the parents are not realizing. By chasing this green god, they're losing quality time to getting to know their children, or they're losing quality time to get to know their family. Because if they continue to chase this green god and try to live a higher standard of life, something's going to get neglected. They don't mean to neglect or abuse probably their family members or the people that they so-called love. But if they really love these people, they would consider on lowering their standards of life. Live within their means. Provide quality time to their family first. To learn to live with that 40 hours a week. You should be able to work 40 hours a week and maintain a level of income to manage working. But the thing is, if you're a single parent, you have difficult times because you got to pay. Perhaps you're stuck with the bill of paying daycare, or the state is helping you with daycare. And you're paying this money out and you're really not benefiting from work. So then you're going to have to work probably, like I say, 2 jobs. But still, you're a human being. You might last about maybe 18 hours a day working. The thing is that, or 16 hours a day working, that would be 2 8-hour jobs. You know, me, I only work on, I live on about maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep a day. If I had the support that I needed with my son, I was out there working for Unified. So I think is that as a home health aide, working 8 hours a day if possible, 5 to 6 days a week, you know, that's a lot of money you had to pay out if I had to pay for support. Because for somebody to work with my son, gets at an average of $8 to $10 an hour. So therefore, if I'm only making 8 something an hour or 9 something an hour, I can't truly pay anybody. So what's the benefit of working? Because I'll be working for the person supporting my son. So it doesn't make any difference. So the reality is that I've chosen the path of being in this relationship with my son because I feel obligated to take care of him. I am his dad. I had a part of bringing him into this world. So it's my responsibility until I can no longer take care of myself or take care of him. Up to then, I just hope that I outlive my son. Some people may say that sounds horrible, but here's the thing. I am my son's voice. I know my son more than anybody, better than anybody in the world. He cannot communicate anything to anyone. I observe him all the time, interacting with him anywhere from every 15 minutes throughout the day. And that's a lot of energy it'll take. And the staff that I have, I've been blessed with to have good people who watch my son and care about my son. Not someone who cares about the paycheck at the end of the week. They care about my son as a human being. They respect him as a human being. And so I could think those people is family. Because here's the thing. Family is not the people that you were necessarily born with. Family is the people surrounding around you that show an interest in you, show that they care about you, show that they love you, and they love you unconditionally no matter what. Now, if you have these people around you, that is your family. Some people don't have this, and it's very sad because there's a very cold, hard world out there. Because, like I said, people are chasing this green god. They lose out what's really important. And they spend all this time wasting on trying to get that green god to live a higher level of life. Now, why would you want to achieve this higher level of life? Because life is temporary. You're not going to live forever. So once you stop for a minute and think about smelling the roses, as they say, stop, think, and process. That's my belief. Because if you stop, quietly think, process the things around you by looking what you got around you and determining what is your standard of living. Do you have a home? Do you have food? Do you have utilities taken care of? Do you have transportation taken care of? Do you have clothing taken care of? Are you saving money towards your children's education? Are you saving money towards emergencies fund? Are you, because if your car breaks down, you have to have money to fix that. Eliminate credit cards. Here's the thing about credit cards I just don't understand. I had once got these credit cards, okay? And I fell into a financial hole. I filed bankruptcy. And here's the thing I didn't understand. As soon as I filed bankruptcy on these people, showed them how irresponsible I was, that I could not manage to pay the damn thing, they called me back the same following week. And it was the same lady, because she has a distinct voice. And this lady before was harassing me about payments. Now I asked her, I says, why are you calling to harass me to get a new credit card with you when you know very well, because you're the lady who used to harass me for payments? Now why in the hell would you want to call me up after I showed you, company, that I was irresponsible with my finances and I could not pay it back? Now why in the hell would you want to give me another credit card? What is this, some kind of laundering system of money? I thought, well, I don't need no credit card. I learned my lessons on these credit cards. I learned to stop chasing these materialistic things out there in this world. 'Cause, man, I tell you, I like that big old TV and that big stereo and all this fancy crap. But the thing is, it doesn't make you happy. It's not never going to make you happy. I just, my daughter one time, I'm gonna talk about this on the next video because I'm running out of minutes here on this one. But anyway, think about love around you first. The people around you is who care about you. So don't neglect them. Don't abuse them. Because abuse is also considered emotional abuse. Look it up. There's a lot of interesting videos about emotional abuse on YouTube. And pay attention to those videos. Because you can hurt people without even knowing it. And once you learn how to process your feelings and express your feelings, because as a human being, we ain't nothing but a big bag of emotions. And if we continue to push those emotions down, we will vomit them emotions back out. We'll start foaming at the mouth for no apparent reason. And we'll be foaming out of our mouths and wondering, what the hell is that? I'll catch you on the next video because I'm running